Hey, how's it going today? We are back at the Feldman house, and I've made a few changes. How many times have you heard that in one of my intros? Probably almost every single one, but I'm really happy with these changes. So let's just get right into build mode, and yeah, we will look at those changes. How are we doing today? I'm okay. I'm in a weird mood today. I have CPTSD. If you don't know what that is, maybe look it up. And I'm just having a little bit of an off day today. I mean, it's nothing major. And also I'm just talking to a friend today, or have been, and she's been having a little trouble. So it's just one of those days where everything is actually okay, but it's just not the best day. And now that I'm looking at this, I'm very confused on what is happening here with this pillar. I don't know. But as you might have seen, I think something's going on with the column. Let's see here. And then we'll get you. There we go. That was really weird. Anyway, as you can see, we have added a wraparound porch, which I actually like this. I think it gives it a lot more character. I think it looks a little bit more on that southern vibe of this world here in Willow Creek. And let me see if I can change the lighting. The lighting is terrible, as I found out in the previous iteration installment of this series. But yeah, I mean, for the thumbnail, I added some windows up here. I'm probably going to change this one out. And I think the placement of these are fine, but I haven't yet made the floor plan upstairs, so that might change. And I also scaled back the corbels as well. I still have a lot of them, but not as many as we had, because they were like all over the place, and they were all like not the right number, not in the right placement. So it's a little bit better now. Not perfect, but better. And then let's turn the grid off here. I have changed up a little bit of things here and there. So I've actually played with the levels of this house, which is not something that I do too often, but I kind of felt like I wanted to do something a little bit different. And I played with the levels of the floors a little bit, just because I kind of wanted to give it some interest. And I feel like this works really well. And because I can't put stairs right up against the foundation when I have the archways, I just went ahead and made some faux archways with the cottage living columns and spandrels. Is that what this is called? Well, they're calling it a door frame. So yeah, I just wanted to have that as some extra character in this house. I just feel it goes. And I also just covered up the drywall with just plain white paint, just to kind of, and obviously put lights in. I think I did that yesterday, but just to give it a little bit of a blank slate and not so construction-y. That way we can kind of see what we're dealing with today. So I think for today, I want to do the living area and just kind of take our time going through these rooms and just really enjoy it together. Just feels like I just want to relax today, So let's first of all pull out a fireplace, because I feel like that's a really good place to start. It'll be a focal point in our build. And yeah, it's just one of those things. And I think it would be maybe fun, now that I'm seeing the radiators, maybe to put them into the house. I think that would give that just extra little, little oomph that we're looking for as far as character is concerned. And I kind of also want to put some built-in looking shelves here, just to kind of make up the difference in this wall height with the windows. You'll see what I mean in a moment. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll pick out our fireplace. I was thinking something like this, but I'm not so sure about the color. Oh, wow. Why did I say it like that? Wow. She's going for the cottage living. Of course. But I'm not sure. Let's take a look. You know what? I think this one might be nice. Just because it kind of is the similar wood color as our doors and door frames and stuff like that. And I kind of want everything to look like it's been here, a little bit craftsman-y, even though this is not the style of this house. But I don't know. I think we'll try that. And now that I've got that placed, I do want to see if I can put some nice windows on either side of here. And I really haven't thought about what I want to do for windows. Because we've got these on the outside, which are super nice. Let me see if they would work on either side. For some reason, I was thinking that they may not work, but they might work. The only thing is, with these windows, I might want to pull them down, which would be uneven with these. And the reason I want to pull them down, whoops, not that far, is simply because this looks better in the room, as you can see. And with these, I don't want to pull them down any further because I want to put the built-ins in. Let me go off screen really quick and see what I can do, because what I'm thinking about here may not even work. So I may be able to pull these down anyway. So let me be right back, and I will see. All right, so that was excruciatingly a thing for the built-ins. I had to put everything down with a tool mod, and as you know, these like to clump and chunk together, but not perfectly. So if things are a little bit uneven, it's gonna have to do. But I think I like that. I think they like that wall height, or that window height is what I mean for those. And I think I will keep these by the fireplace. Where is my brain today? I don't know. Low like this. I know it looks kind of odd if you're looking at it, but again, I was looking at I have a almost 100-year-old house. It's going to be 100 years old in 2026. So it was built in 1926. And yet, like, the door frames are not even, like, upstairs in our hallway. Like, I don't know, like, they're all even in the hallway, but then, like, the closet door in our bedroom and the closet door in the other rooms are smaller, probably on purpose, but things just don't always line up exactly right in older homes. So that's the storyline for this house. So yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I like all the built-ins. I really wanted to put some built-ins in here for interest's sake, but also because, we have Mr. Feldman. He is a professor. He has tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of books. So not only will we have them in this room, we will also have them in the study as well. Study/music room as well. So what I want to do now, I want to pick out some flooring, because I think that would I kind of want to like bring the room together with some flooring and some wallpaper. Is what I like to do first and foremost, just to get the feeling of what we want as far as the cohesiveness. And I feel like when you start getting colors and flooring into the rooms, you can kind of decorate around that, if that makes any sense. And I'm thinking I would like to maybe keep it a darker, like this mid to darker wood tone for the flooring. I don't want to do carpeting, just yuck. This is not a grandma grandpa house. This is a slightly younger people house. And so I use this all the time. Whoa! Pressed shift and zoomed out. I did not know it would do that. Wow. We'll keep that on the back burner. Let's see here. Let's see how this might look. It's a bit boring. Sorry if you can hear my heater again. It is very, very, very cold where I'm at today, and you're going to have to hear it. So it might sound very swooshy and the audio might sound a little bit off, but that's what we're doing because I'm freezing to death in here. I literally have on like this blanket hoodie thing that I got for Christmas, and I've been just wearing it every single day, and like this is my life now. This is how I look. All right, I'm thinking, let's see, do we have a lighter swatch of that? Like, I want things to look a little bit traditional, but not so fuddy-duddy in the way of it looking kind of like too old, but I don't want it to look too modern. I think this is fine. It matches in with the bookshelves, and it does match fairly well with the stairs, and not so much with the doors and everything, but you know what? I'm going to forgive that because, you know, not everything is going to match. It's going to be okay. We don't have to hold our hands for that. This does match better though, but it's just not quite the right tone. I'm just thinking that this matches the stairs a little bit more. Let's just test it out and see how we feel. All right, I'm not mad about that. And let's see if I can actually change up this then, because I was thinking everything had to match. Yeah, that's better. I like that. And let's go ahead and we'll pull out a banister for the stairs as well, for these stairs going up. See what we've got here. And look, the banisters are actually working. Whoa, what is happening? Just as I said, they're actually working, and then they just like go crazy. So these Strangerville steps, banisters. Wow. You guys. Why? I like it too. Why? What is going on? Do I have to press shift or something? No, it's just messed up. Maybe I won't choose that then. Oh no. So it seems like maybe the ones from the pack? No, I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason to these unfortunately. But I kind of really like this one. It does match in with my... All right. Let's see what else there is. Let's keep looking. This happened in the Woodard house, only it was like a slightly different thing where like the banister itself wasn't showing up. I think they've tried to fix it and they just like keep breaking it in different ways. How is that possible? How is it possible? Like, how do you break it and then like, oh, let me fix it, and then it just breaks in a like slightly different way? That's not so bad. It's a bit chunky, but is there something that's a little bit not... I don't love that. I still like the Strangerville one the best. And they even today I always film like a week in advance to schedule stuff, so I have make sure that I have my schedule all ready to go. And today there was actually a patch out, and like they had like a few small fixes, and maybe that one. And it just feels like they never really fix the things. They never fix the things that need to get fixed. Okay, I like that. I like the ornateness of it. It does fit in with the columns. That's the word. So that's good for now. It's not doing the weird thing, but boy. While I'm here, let's go ahead and we will choose some ceiling tiles as well. Normally, this is what I'm going for. I do no, not that. Sorry. I like how I thought I had it all so good. This great gravel in this white tone, and then I usually have that. It works as like the textured ceiling in, here we go. There we are. In America, and I don't know, maybe in other places too, but a lot of our ceilings are textured, and they have like this, some of them are popcorn ceilings, which is not cute, but a lot of them, they just have like this kind of neat texture on them. Some have swirls. When we were living in Ohio, they had like these weird swoopty swirls. It was really weird. It was like every single house that we had that. or apartment or whatever. And here where I'm living now, still in the Midwest, but we don't have that. It's like an odd thing. All right, good story. So we've got all of that done. Now let's pick some wallpapers. And I was thinking these, but if I'm doing that, I have to think about the foundation. Let's pick out a foundation first that would just be neutral. So I'm just thinking, just to kind of make them like big, thick baseboards almost. Will this not work here? Or is that the same thing? Okay. So I guess you can't. I guess you can't change the baseboards if you lower platforms. I mean, okay. I'm just gonna pretend like these are really thick baseboards. In our house, we have really thick white baseboards like that. That's about that thickness. They're a bit more ornate than that, but whatever. And can I at least? Yeah. Okay. Good. I can put that. All right. I forgot to mention, I'm using custom content in this build. I'm using pretty much all of Harry, like Hey Harry, the creator Hey Harry. I'm using like all of her stuff, like a lot of them, and I will tell you what they're from. Like I have the brownstone pack, I have tiny travelers, I have the bathroom, I have the kitchen. So I'll as we go along, as I'm using it, I will let you know which packs I'm using. But it's just basically all of her stuff, and it's all of her things become free for everyone after a certain time, and I'm using all of that stuff. This stuff should be stuff that's brand new that you have to pay for, and I'm only doing that not because I don't want to support her, but I kind of want to make it accessible to everybody, and I know not everyone can necessarily pay for custom content or all of the packs as well, even though I have pretty much all of the packs. But I just want to make it so that it's more accessible to everybody. So that's a good thing to note, because I was thinking about the Tiny Travelers has these really neat wallpapers, and I was thinking about maybe making a wall mural kind of like area over here, just to give it some interest. I think that would be really neat, because I do think I would like to make this into a more traditional but interesting home. And I really love traditional style personally. That's kind of what I like to build with. Not necessarily grandma and grandpa house, but just something a bit more traditional with some kind of eclecticism. And is that a word? Something that's a bit more eclectic, not necessarily the most modern thing, but more up to date. And I do believe that one has no dinosaurs. I know one of these has like dinosaurs in them. I don't think that's one of them. Ooh, actually I like that one even better. I like this because it really reminds me of painted murals. Why can't I say mural? Why? Like the Victorian type of murals that are painted in some of the older homes. This is not a Victorian home necessarily, but I just think it would be cool to have something like that. And as far as the wallpaper is concerned, I was thinking I wanted to do one of these, but I don't necessarily like that it has the cutoff here and then like more baseboard. So for this particular room, because they're not all like this, like I think the other one is the kitchen, but it's going to be pretty much all covered up with counters, so I'm not going to have to worry about that. But this room, yeah, that's the only one. I'm going to just have to choose a wallpaper or a paint. A paint? Why did I say a paint? A paint that doesn't have a baseboard, just so that this can be the baseboard. If you get what I mean. If you don't, just stay with me and you'll see what I mean. Okay, let's see here. See, I'm picking everything that has baseboards because they're pretty. But if I find something that is close to that, like ugly gray color, then maybe I can. I think I'm just being wishful thinking here. See, this would be really pretty. However, I don't know that it's gonna go. I know there's other colors of this too. Let's see here. You know what? This Simply Stucco from the Get Famous pack might be okay. In a way, it reminds me of a plaster wall, which a lot of these older homes would have. Hey, welcome to the Plaster Club, fam, because that's what I've got in my house. So maybe that would do, and it doesn't look too bad with these fake big baseboards. Although I wanted it to be a little bit warmer, but maybe I can kind of spruce that in with the decor and the window treatments. Yeah, maybe this would be fine because this blue gray on the fireplace is quite cool. So maybe that can kind of echo that. I mean, as well as we have all of these greens and stuff. And then the wood and all the other things in the room can kind of warm it up a bit. So let me pick out a few things and we can kind of see where we go, because I think this might work. It might not. When I come back on screen, things might look a little bit different, but for now, I think this is what we might be dealing with. So give me just a minute. All right, and we have picked out a lot of little things that I have outside. But before I go on, I am going to point out I have put on these. These are by Harry, the Coastal Roman Blinds, her Coastal pack, which we used in another build, which I really loved. I've also put, so these are above these. The reason I had to put these in is because, again, Sims windows don't want to work right. So I had to kind of manually rig them up, but they're doing well here. I put this radiator and a shelf up on the radiator. It's not really on it. It's like hovering above, but it's pretty realistic. So I took out this other bookshelf and I put that instead because I want to put radiators in this place. So let's go ahead. We'll put everything that I pulled out. And yeah, just an update. I did actually use this octave traditional plain plaster wall in this creamy color instead of what I originally had, which was the Get Famous plaster looking. It wasn't the vibe. It was too gray. It wasn't really doing what I wanted. So that's what we're changing it to. And yeah, now we'll put on the things I pulled out. So remember how I said that Christina Joy's husband was raised and is like an expert in Salvadoranian stuff? Well, he has a lot of like little things here and there from there that he's brought back, and this is one of them, this little avocado glyph sculpture carving thing. So I just thought that would really cute, especially, you know, with it being like a little jungle mural behind sort of thing going on there. And yeah, I'm pulling out some like puzzles and games, and you'll see in a bit, but basically just souvenirs and things like that you would have in a household that has traveled. Because I could imagine that probably for his work and to visit family, because probably his family still lives there. They probably have traveled quite often to see grandma, grandpa there. And that would be quite fun since they're probably still living there, since his dad is probably still an archaeologist there. So I'm also putting in this very precariously put with the tool mod record player and records. These records are again from Harry, the Octave, I don't know how you pronounce it, collection. This is the Modern Lux vintage record player, and yeah, I had to, like I said, put this in with the tool mod because it's floating and it doesn't really slot to these. So again, this is a musical household. We gotta have some music. And I'm putting in these curtains. These are from the My Wedding Story pack, I believe. Now, they are slightly clipping into the bookshelves, but we're going to have to forgive that because really nothing else will fit here. That looks okay. I had to size them down with the tool mod as well because they clip into the floor, they clip into the stairs. They be clipping. They're huge, but I like them for in here because they kind of fit what I'm going for. So we're going to have to forgive a lot of that stuff. this plant from the For Rent pack. I'm using this big roll-armed sofa. I believe that's living, what is it? Living together? It's not living together. No, this is actually cottage living. Okay. I thought it was the one before this with the families growing together, but it wasn't that. This is another hairy situation here from the Brownstone collection. It's actually like a slightly pink and brown. I just thought it looked really cute with that pinky, creamy pink, just to kind of, I don't know, just it gives it some detail in here. With that plant also from a hairy pack. This is the kitchen. It's a snake plant in the basket situation, which I love. And we have just a few little sneaky things here. Oh, first, before I forget, I'm going to put this giant rug. This is from the Tiny Twaddlers pack. Again, all of these from here. I'm going to stop saying from Harry, because we know, we get it. But this one, again, it's kind of like following in the llamas, Salvadorado situations. And I just thought it fit in with this. I want to think that maybe they got a lot of things. Maybe they lived there for a while before they were married or as they were first married. So yeah. In this room, I've got a lot of like greens, blues, and wood colors. So all throughout, that's what we've got going on. And sorry, my daughter's up. So if you hear her stomping around upstairs, that's what that is. I've got another custom content table, and this one has some custom content lovely candles. These are from the Organic and the Coastal for the table. And then I've got the Dieffenbachia. Is that what this one is? Yeah. Dieffenbachia, plant, and just a couple of books, which I'm going to make sure that's pulled out so it's not cutting into that. Very nice. And I would say this is probably more of a formal kind of situation for the living room. And upstairs I will make like a family room, but this will have a television. I do have this like frame TV, which I'm putting above the fireplace. Shock of shocks. And I don't really have much on the fireplace itself besides just this little jar. I didn't want to, again, obstruct the television, and that just kind of fits in and just gives it a little bit of something. This is let me see here, Coastal coffee table. It's like a puff, so you can like sit on it. It's like soft. I like these. I think I've used this also in another custom content build. I think it was the flower cottage, maybe. I can't remember. One of those. And then there should be a chair. Yeah, here it is. Just have a chair off to the side here. And, oh, I forgot. I wanted to put a lamp over here. I need some kind of a lamp. I don't want to put like a big chunky table here, even though it would be helpful to put your drinks on, but we do have this you can put your drinks on. So I'm just thinking some kind of a floor lamp will do here. And maybe just this one. Let me see the different color swatches, because I think I just want something very simplistic. Well, everything's a little bit too cool in the metal department. So maybe just this one. Maybe this one from the, what is it? Tiny Living? Is it Tiny Living? Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Yeah, Tiny Living pack. Like, there's so many. How am I supposed to remember what they all are? But I think that's nice. I think that's a good little lamp for there. Don't you worry, because we got so much more to do. We also have this game table. I really wanted to give them a game table. They entertain a lot. They have, their family nights, and I just thought it would be nice. Just thought it would be cool. So we've got that going on. And this little table, this is a really special thing from Harry. It is, what's the pack here? The Harlux mini bar. And basically, it's a bar. And it actually, I think it's supposed to be like connected to the wall, but I kind of put it so that it looks like it's on a table. But it's a little bar, freestanding bar that you can put anywhere. They can use it. It's accessible. And I love that. I love having that option. And I really wish they would put something like that in the actual game, because that would be amazing. Behind that, I'm just going to put this mirror, and I actually might pull that over slightly. Let me see. Yeah, like that. Very nice. On top of this radiator, I have another little doodad. And again, I want to say this is probably some kind of Salvadorian situation of that area or surrounding area. Artifact. Not stolen, excuse me. Maybe bought from local merchants. And some little family heirloom stuff. Yeah, that's not floating. I thought that was floating. I don't want to deal with the tool mod. I've been tool modding all day today, it feels like, with all of the built-in shelves. And last but not least, I had this little chair corner. Turn off move objects there. And then we will put these chairs the right way so that we have enough space. Yep, there we go. And then we have this little cutie table from the For Rent pack with a custom content lamp. This lamp is from the Coastal pack. And I'm using that blue swatch again, the green and blues in here. Very nice. And behind this chair, I have stuck a little plant. I didn't put too many plants in here. There are quite a few plants, but it's just little things here and there for touches of green, because I always feel like any build needs that. But I wouldn't suspect, because they're very busy, I would not suspect that they would have a lot of time to garden and kind of fuss over plants as maybe someone or people who are more homebodies would. So I'm putting these in from the, I just talked about the pack. What is it called? Oh my gosh. From Growing Together. I'm the worst simmer. I do not remember. It's like my brain is empty today. I have no idea. Am I okay? It is unknown. Oh, I might do that in that. Yeah. I always feel like this looks like a parsnip or a carrot, you know, because the color was white being a parsnip or something. Yeah. So I think that is all that we had today that I had pulled out. So I'll give you a little tour of what this is looking like. And I'm quite pleased with this. I think this is looking really nice. It's got a little, a lot of little working parts and areas. Yeah, so I think that looks really good. I think that is what we're going to be calling a day today. What do you think? This is a little bit different than what I would normally do on my channel, but I really think this is definitely within my comfort zone. I feel like I have done stuff like this in my own builds with this kind of custom content for quite some time, and I am very comfortable and very much liking this. And I do think it's comfortable. I think it is homey, still really nice looking, and I think it reflects some travel, you know, years together, building up your collection and kind of your taste for your family. So this is a longer one today, so I appreciate you sticking with me, and I appreciate you understanding the brain fog and all this craziness with the CPTSD and whatever else. But I know this is the second day we're doing this, but I'm enjoying working on this house for the Feldmans. And yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll have something a little bit different. Maybe not. We shall see. You'll have to tune in tomorrow, but there will be a video for tomorrow. You can always count on that. I hope you have a good rest of your day. make good choices, and I will see you next time. Bye.